Hi, I'm Andrea Duncan, and I am somebody.
Hi, Andrea. How are you doing today?
I am fantastic.
Man, the last person said they was fantastic. Something must be in the water. Whatever y'all drinking, give it to me.
I'm actually drinking your water, dude,
Oh,
so.
man. Okay. So tell me, who is Andrea Duncan?
Man, I'm still learning who she is, but I'm a lot of things. That's one thing I learned. I'm very, very complex. Well, I learned that by like all humans. But I mean, I can list off my resume. That can give you a little bit of an idea. But just know it's still so much more. So what I would list on my resume, like, the fake resume. I'm an engineer. I am a daughter. I am an auntie. I'm a sister. I'm a product manager. I am a graduate student. I am a student. I am a Christian. I am a daughter of God. Oof. I am a cousin. I am a granddaughter. I am a leader. I would call myself a people-oriented leader. I am creative. I am back and forth. I'm very well-rounded. I'm adaptable. I'm always learning, and I am limitless. Not from my own power, but because of God. The limitless part is something that I'm also learning, and it's beautiful.
Those are a lot of I am. Oh man, I thought I was
Jesus.
reading Exodus again.
I mean, we are complex human beings. We are.
Right.
We are complex.
Made in his image.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your favorite I am that you just listed, if it's possible?
Favorite? Honestly, I didn't even say I said I was a sister. My favorite I am so far would be an aunt. Because you kind of get all the pros. And I love children, and I love family, and I love helping and growing others to what what their goals are in life. So I would say an aunt, and it's also not that hard. So that would be my favorite at the moment.
So you also said you're an engineer and a product manager.
Yes.
I said that right?
You did. I'm so proud of you.
I try to be keen to my listening. Tell me about that. How does it feel? Because, in your field, I'm sure you know. There are not a lot of women, specifically women of color. How is that for you to be a woman of color in the engineering field?
Well, I mean, it's not easy, of course. It's not fair, of course. But it is empowering. There is a community, even though it's a smaller community, it is a community, and it's growing. So that's like empowering. And what else? Honestly, when the desire to be that, become an engineer, I didn't even associate like, oh, I'm a woman. I associate just my interests, So I wasn't focused on the other aspects of like, dang, I'm the only one in my class, or dang.
As it should be, anyways. I feel we do often associate interest with gender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it really shouldn't be like that. Whatever you're interested in is what you're interested
Facts.
in when it comes to such things like that. So it's beautiful to see this you walking in the light of. Yes, I'm an engineer. And I see a joy even when you say that. I'm an engineer and a product manager.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Even the product manager part, but that's a different story, man. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
man. So, product manager, tell me about that.
All my schooling is in engineering. Got my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, my master's in mechanical engineering. But I love building things for others, but my goal ultimately is to make them better. So normal engineers or typical engineers, they build things, right? That's their job. So here are the blueprints. We need this thing to work. I don't want to just make it work. I want it to be the best thing for the customer, for the business. I want to decide what features are we making based on, comparing to other features. How do we market to this person? So that's what a product manager is more centered around, because not only are they in charge or helping with the building process, so aka with the engineers, but also working with the business leaders and the customers and figuring out, are we building the right thing for the end user? So that's where you have the say on what we build, not just how we build it. And that's where I'm passionate at. And that's where I didn't know about product management until I learned about it. And I was like, yep, that's what I've been searching for. Because that actually is why I went to grad school, because I thought I had to be in research and development, higher up in the life cycle of building something. That wasn't a good fit, thank God. I learned about another avenue, and that's where product management comes in. And it's very lucrative money-wise and just stimuli-wise and learning-wise. Business knowledge, engineering, it's beautiful. Oh, and you are connecting with people constantly, so it's good. It's good.
Have you always wanted to be an engineer?
No. I finally decided when I went to college, because that's the major that I chose. My first, as a child, it was a carpenter. It's a little different, but I just love building things and learning how they worked. And the carpenter shows that you would see back in the day that were free on the TV, they were so fun. Yeah. So no, I haven't always wanted to be an engineer. But when I graduated high school, it was college basketball or a basketball coach, engineer, or I think it was a physical therapist. So I ended up doing the engineering part.
You feel like you made the right decision?
Oh, yes, because coach, I don't think I could be a good teacher for the mentoring aspect, and I think I could be a good teacher, just my heart is not in school, at least the way school is here and everywhere. And then physical therapist, I'm not a big sciencey like biology, and so I went back to the basics. I love physics,
What was it like for you growing up? You say you wanted to be a carpenter. You're like, I don't know if I'm a carpenter. You wanted to be a basketball coach and an engineer. What was it like for you growing up? Were you outside a lot? Do you play a lot of sports, hang out with a lot of friends? That the type of person you were?
I didn't hang out with a lot of friends. My mom was way too strict for that. I honestly, if I could play all the sports, I would. But my mom, she only let me play basketball, which is okay. But I think, I still won most athletic for high school. Just want to throw that out there. For the women's aspect, because I was still a killer in the weight room. And just as an athlete, you just try to be the best. So even though I only played basketball, I definitely would have played everything else. Played outside a lot, loved outside. Mainly with my siblings, my mom's kids. Yeah.
So, for any woman wanting to get into the career field of engineering or product management, or, like you said, it's very uneven, what advice would you give them?
Well, first, I would look inwardly. Why do you want to be in this field? And make sure that aligns with what that field is going to give you. Because I think a lot of people go that route and then they realize there's something way easier to get what it is they're actually looking for. So first, look inwardly. What is it actually that you want from this? And does it align? Will you actually get that in the real world of what engineering is? 2, talk to a lot of people. And when you talk to a lot of people, you realize that there are certain people that are more aligned with the knowledge that you need to know to get to where you want. So once you find out where those people are, keep talking to those people and learn the game. Learn how to get hired. What is it they're looking for? What is it that they do on the day-to-day? What's the challenges that they have? Because that's what's going to make you stand out compared to the average person who is getting in without experience, right? Because you can learn anything. Oh, and then third advice, don't be intimidated. Believe in yourself and believe that you can grow to whatever level that you need to be at to succeed and strive and conquer. So.
And I feel like that is so important in anything that you do, is that belief in yourself.
Facts.
So you say that you are always very confident in yourself and the things that you wanted in life, or is that something that came with age and your different environments that you've been through?
It actually came with the uncomfortability. So I knew I wanted to grow and get better. And that's just so broad, right? But I knew in order to do that, I had to make my uncomfortable situations comfortable. So basically, strengthening your weaknesses, trying new things, And that's what built my confidence, because it's like when you get used to just starting from zero, starting from, struggling and then getting better, it just builds this, like, you can just do it. I guess this momentum that just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And then whenever you feel like, oh, I can't do this, you remember like how far you already came, as well as this little aspect is just one minor little detail to like where you're going in the future too. So I guess that's where my confidence has grown, but definitely was not always there. And I still have times where I'm not confident, and you got to remind yourself who you are. So, yeah.
What would you say are the 3 major things that keep you going in this life?
3 major, Lord Jesus. That's the first one. Family and just like love for others. So whether it's blood or not blood, whatever you call your family. So everyone that I call my family, which is my family, but also people that I just love, which I actually love kind of everybody. I think everyone is very special and very different. So me positively impacting others, there you go, is like the second one, I would say. Third, keeps me going. I would have to give the credits to my younger kind of family that looks up to me. So whether it's my little cousins or my younger brothers and sisters or my nieces and nephews, they also keep me going. More specifically, not than like the overall broad family too. Because it's like you can make a difference in your life and you don't always feel like you can. But then when you see somebody who can or helps you to believe that you can, it's like, what? And it's like, yo, Andrea, you can be that for somebody else. So, yeah.
So really like being an example for those people that are trying to follow the footsteps that you're stepping in before them.
Pretty much. Or just whatever that they, yes.
Yeah. So, if you had a chance to tell all 7.9 billion people in the world something, like somehow your face was on everybody's TV,
wow,
in the radio, and you had a chance to say anything you wanted to the people, what would you tell them?
Jeez. Find out who you are and the life that you want to live. And always ask yourself, are you being present and actively living that life? I don't know. That just came from the top of my head. So, good question.
You did a great job today. I wish you total success with everything that you want to achieve in this life. But just keep being a positive light between the people that, see everything that you do. Because we do see every move that you're making. And it is an example for people who are trying to not be you, but be like you. And just say, hey, she's doing it. So I can too.
Aw.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Keep on being that person.
Aw, I will, Tyrus. You too, man.
Try. All right, bye.